Glorious day to you, my friends. Kia rata ataki ariana hatita. Today I'm here at Pebble Beach on Treasure Island. Per request, irota oroshikanari hiti kiara tita. And today, just for you. Today we're going to talk about Resurgent Courage. Urra hatakariyarna hatita. Kushahata ra'atakananari arataha. Inspired by many things. Inspired by your drawing, inspiring by words. Isuka hariyata ariyarta. We have some waves here today, and apparently it's on point because everything in this reality, everything in this matrix, ebbs and flows. Sometimes the tide is high, sometimes the tide is low, sometimes the waves crash hard, sometimes the waves crash gently. Ito rata ariana hatikiara hatatikiara. Can we go with the flow? Urahataria shikanenia rata. Can we honor the cycles of life? Cycles of the tides, the cycles of the moon, cycles of the year. Urata. Everything in this reality revolves around cycles, including courage. You are courageous. It's a natural part of who you are. But navigating these ebbs and flows makes our courage waning and resurgent. But we can tap into that infinite source of courage anytime we want. Okay, they just reminded me. I invite you to join me and invite in the holy fire to flow in, through, and around us all in every way and everywhere and everywhen. Niharata achiraha. Ishkononora ora hatakarieta hanata asha. Iskoro hutukurshahiyat urata. This matrix, this illusion of reality is all built by the holy fire. Yiranahatikarta. Clearly the tide is coming in because it's getting closer and closer on the big waves. I backed away so that the sound of the surf would not overwhelm the video. I've got no wind muff. Katata arhataki sha. So back to courage. Arihatukuna naur takata. At the core of it, your true authentic self does not need courage, because your true authentic self is courage. It is truth, because you see the truth, you are the truth, you are the holy fire, you are all that is. That's at the core of the truth. But we only need this idea of courage when we're experiencing the ebbs and flows of this reality, of this duality, of the contrast. We only need courage, or only experience courage, when fear is also present. I know sometimes fear is a trigger word. Fear can be applied to anything and everything. Fear is simply a word. Fear is just something. It's a word that describes a hesitation. That's it. Not answering the action that your heart knows is true. What would you do if you felt fully supported? What would you do if you weren't afraid? Every chakra blocker, fear, guilt, shame, grief, lies, illusion, attachment, they're all creations by our mind. By agreement, because we all came here to experience the contrast. But that's the trick. That's the key to enlightenment. That's the key to the liberation, the moksha, the samadhi, the tahariya, the kanato, or watukurshika. To reinforce your true authentic self, the heart of who you are, your true creative nature. If you could see what we see, there would be no fear. There would be no guilt. There would be no shame. There would be no grief. There would be no lies. There would be no illusion. And there would be no attachment, because you see it for what it is and you honor it for what it is. Because it is. And you are an epic soul. And we do all these things as humans to reinforce and to change our belief systems, to unlearn what we have learned, to learn to listen to our soul, to listen to our heart center, to go beyond the accumulation of experiences in our soul, to go to the creative experience, which is at the core of who we are. Urahata. Ura. It's the light of the fire. Ura. Fatiha sha'anadi orohaka aratidiriata. Ur, the light, and Ra, the fire, the essence, your magnificent brilliance. Itikariata ata. Your compassionate self, your compassionate soul, your compassionate now. And we only need compassion. We only need these extra words when we're not experiencing our bliss, our true authentic self. When we're not experiencing, we don't see. All these words are just ways to describe this reality, to way to describe this contrast. And when we use words, We do injustice to this now. Because there's so much to feel in this now and the new now. There's so much to feel. It is indescribable. It's ineffable. It's can you allow yourself to experience it fully? This now, Ata, this now, because it begins now. Everything begins now. It's Yoga Sutra 1.1. Your practice begins now, or it begins now. It all begins now. Doesn't matter what happened in the past. Doesn't matter what experiences we're carrying along with us that are causing us to be fearful. Courage, by definition, is acting in the presence of fear, regardless of the fear. How do you want to create your reality? You are this magnificent being. Atahuta arshahaya takisha hataka hataka. Your breath out, ha ta, that is. Your ka, your soul. The accumulation of all your experiences. Creating this new now, urutaka, with your light, with the living light, on surfing the crests of the new now, surfing the crest of the wave of the new now, creating reality as you prefer, with exhilaration. Just like the exhilaration of surfing. Niyar, hata, shikatayita, hatakucha, arawati, arawati, atakanasa, takati, arahutu, hatuta, nanati, arahataka. Sharing. Picking up treasures and sharing. Because I am another you. In Lakesh. I am another you. Or Soham, I am that. If you see it, you are it. If you could see your soul, you would just be the courage that you already are. You would be the overflowing abundance that you are calling in, that you are manifesting, and creating it would be 100% natural. Because it already is. Just look around you. Look at all the people that love you. Look at all the people who come out to celebrate you and with you. How can one have any doubt in that situation? Shashaya arawata kurshko nanoroto. Hiska nanaria ratata. So feel this now. And feel the nows that you are creating. Niarata ati tukotuko. Allow them to happen. Irahatakashka atia. One of the license plates I saw this morning, I was going to shoot this video earlier today, and Formula One racing was too much background noise, but one of the license plates I saw was 97HCJ, and I read that as heart-centered joy, because that is your true authentic self, your joy in your heart. But we as humans see this joy as this other thing, this external thing, this thing just to be experienced transiently. But this joy, this true joy, is in your heart center. It is always with you. And the 9 is endings and beginnings, but it's the resurgency with the ebbs and the flows. And 7 is alignment. So align with your heart-centered joy and allow the resurgence of your joy, of your courage, of your inner being, your true authentic self, effortlessly, because it is the most natural thing for you to do. Yitana ata arha. All right, I've used enough English. Let's do some light language to help decode what we have already learned and encode our true authentic selves. Isohutana atitiara atahasha aya hatananata icha hutananata kachita karya anahati takarihata shahnati yarata atisi shahia akanata arhatutusha kanata artana shihia sa naradit karieta hasiata kahayato hushanata arhata akanasikiacha itsuura hatita anati tahriata hashaka asanati taka ananida aratakashka ahasa akiata tura huchkana arata ariatu kucha hashaya nata ariatata iskananata atikatkariata shishishiata aratakanati ato Nahatitka Ashka Ayatasi Iskana Arataya Ratakachiku Uruhutu. Let those old nows go. Udariatata. Allow your true authentic self to live and to thrive. So I thank you, my friends, for joining in my highest bliss. And make it a great day. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else?